You are watching Pharma News. Here are the top headlines of today.
There are 2 quiz questions in this news video. Cipla acquires novel anti-infective Elores to further antimicrobial stewardship in critical care in India. Cipla announces the acquisition of a novel and patented anti-infective product, Elores, from Venus Remedies Limited for the Indian market to further strengthen its presence in the branded Indian critical care space and as a part of its agenda to contribute to the fight against antimicrobial resistance. Indoco's clinical research organization receives 0 483s from USFDA. Indoco Remedies Limited announced today that its clinical research organization, Cipla, located at Hyderabad, successfully cleared the USFDA inspection with 0 483s. Quiz 1. Which major Indian pharma company has recently acquired the novel and patented anti-infective Elores to further its antimicrobial portfolio? Indoco Remedies, Zydus Cadila, Cipla or Lupin? Lupin's Nagpur facility receives EIR from the USFDA. The inspection for the oral solid facility at Nagpur closed without any Form 483 issued. The Nagpur facility is Lupin's largest and most advanced oral solid dosage facility and has maintained a solid track record of compliance. Johnson & Johnson Consumer Inc. to voluntarily recall a single lot of Johnson's baby powder in the US. Out of an abundance of caution, J&J Consumer Inc. announced that it is initiating a voluntary recall in the United States of a single lot of its Johnson's baby powder in response to USFDA test indicating the presence of subtrace levels of chrysotile asbestos contamination in samples from a single bottle purchased from an online retailer. The BMS-Pfizer Alliance and Fitbit collaborate to address gaps in atrial fibrillation detection with the aim of accelerating diagnosis. The BMS-Pfizer Alliance and Fitbit plan to collaborate on the development of educational content and guidance to support people at increased risk for atrial fibrillation. Quiz 2. Cipla, located at Hyderabad, is which organization's research arm? Indoco Remedies, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's or Zydus Cadila? Roche announces FDA approval of Xofluza for people at high risk of developing influenza-related complications. Single-dose Xofluza is the first and only antiviral medicine indicated specifically for patients at high risk of developing serious complications from influenza. Trastuzumab, deruxtecan, granted FDA priority review for treatment of patients with HER2 positive metastatic breast cancer. AstraZeneca and Daiichi Sankyo announced USFDA acceptance for reviewing the biologics license application for Trastuzumab deruxtecan and granted priority review. Merck receives positive EU CHMP opinion for 2 new regimes of Keytruda as first-line treatment for metastatic or unresectable recurrent head and neck squamous cell carcinoma. The CHMP's recommendation will now be reviewed by the European Commission for marketing authorization in the EU, and a final decision is expected in the 4th quarter of 2019. Teva UK Limited recalling all unexpired stock of Ranitidine Effervescent Tablets from pharmacies. Class 2 medicines recall. The move is a precautionary measure due to possible contamination with impurity NDMA, which has genotoxic and carcinogenic potential. For details, you can visit the link shown in the news bites. And for quick pharma industry updates, download Pharma State app.